Alright, what's going on YouTube? CloverBells here, back with another Series 12 video, and this is the Kyogre Calyrex Shadow team that we made as one of 5 rentals for the month of June, and this is a little bit different than the other one that we made a couple months ago. That one had Ferrothorn on it. This time we're putting Kartana on it, and we're going the hyper offensive route, but we have a way to deny Trick Room or stop it with the Imprison Trick Room shenanigans on this Calyrex. So again, of course, we are running Focus Sash. So, you know, Calyrex, we know what this kind of combo can do. You can even Dynamax this thing and let your physical Pokemon clean up from the back, like the Incineroar and the Kartana that we have. To go with the Kartana, we do have the Kyogre here. So with the Kyogre and the Kartana and the Calyrex, we have 3 strong Dynamax options. And again, we are the Mystic Water variant, and we do have the Tornadus on the team as well. So we can always go with that lead. But we can even put pressure with the Kyogre Dynamax here. Again, we have Ice Beam rather than the Electric move. You know, although there is good synergy with the Regieleki, you know, if there is a Gastrodon, you know, we kind of need a move to click against the Gastrodon, because if we just have the Electric move, then we kind of like auto lose if we're ever in the one-on-one situation. But at least with the Ice move, we have something to click against the Gastrodon. So there's that. And again, we did mention that we have the Tornadus on here, so we do have the Mental Herb rather than the Focus Sash, because the Focus Sash is on the Calyrex. Icy Wind to stagger our own Tailwind against, we're going against Tailwind teams of the opponent, and then the next turn we can go for our own Tailwind, and then we'll always have an extra turn of Tailwind, and then we could even be faster than them after turn 2, right? And again, we always have this combo with Tailwind plus Aleki, Tailwind plus Kartana, Tailwind plus Ogre or Calyrex, just in case we ever need extra like speed control in the early game. Here's the Regieleki. This is the Life Orb Aleki variant, so this is a big Dynamax option if we ever need to. I still like the Electroweb Life Orb stuff, so you know it does a lot of damage, and then you know Kartana or Calyrex can just clean up from there. So really good. And then if you Dynamax, you can always go for Max Strike, so you don't lose the speed control option when you Dynamax the Aleki. You still have the -1 drops on the opponent. Good against opposing Ogres. That's why it's also here. Good against opposing Calyrexes. We have to slow them down. So really nice. And then here's our Kartana. So you know we can always go for the late game Dynamax option of Kartana after you know the Ogre, the Aleki, and even the Calyrex have done most of the heavy lifting. Endgame Kartana games are always very nice to watch. So yeah, and of course we are the Assault Vest variant, and our EV spread for this Kartana, it's meant to live an Incineroar Flare Blitz in the rain, which I think is very important. Anytime you have a Kartana on a rain team, you should always try to EV it to live that, because Incineroar is very common. Alright, so that's the team. Again, it's one of our more hyper aggressive teams. It's the only one that we have of the 5 actually that's very hyper offensive. The rest are more like balanced and more control based. Alright, so let's just go and jump straight into the ranked ladder. Alright folks, because you liked it so much the first time it happened like a couple months ago, we're bringing it back again this time. So in this first battle, we're going to be doing a voiceover, more of an analytical point of view, just recapping my game here, mainly because once again at this point in the video I realized my audio was not turned on. So when I was playing it, I was mute the entire time, but thankfully I realized it not only in the first battle and not the rest of the video, so that was good. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to do a voiceover here and just look at how and discuss how I made my moves and what I was doing. So this is a Zekrom Calyrex Ice Rider team. I have no idea why he has those two as a restricted pair, but if you look at his team, it's very passive. He has 4 support Pokemon here with Amoongus, Whimsicott, Indeedee, Comfey. So I could very much lead aggressive here is what I'm thinking. So I can go the Calyrex and the Ogre here, and then you know Incineroar can just Intimidate spam and click Fake Out to the end of time, and then I'm pushing for the Kartana endgame because I know Kartana resists a lot of what he has, and we have Airstream, you know, for the Amoongus, the Whimsicott, you know, and then you know Steel Spikes and a Steel move for the Calyrex. So Kartana looks good as an end game option. So I just want to deal as much damage as possible in the beginning, and then push for that Kartana endgame, and then pivot my Incineroar if I ever need to. So he goes with Amoongus Calyrex. So like I said, this is actually very passive turn 1. I can put on a lot of pressure here with the Calyrex and the Ogre by just clicking the spread move. You know, with Astral Barrage and Water Spout. I might even get the double KO here is what I'm thinking. And my opponent, from his point of view, you know, he wants to, you know, try and set up Trick Room, but he might not get the chance if his EV spread doesn't allow him to live the double up here with the Water Spout and the Astral Barrage. So basically, he has two options. One, he switches into something like Zekrom to take the Water Spout and then a little bit of the Astral Barrage, but again, that's a lot of damage. And then what does he accomplish there? There's no Trick Room up, and then same thing with the Amoongus. I mean, the Amoongus could technically survive both of them, you know, and just potentially sleep something, or it could just click Protect turn 1, and then maybe next turn, you know, again, that he's kind of in a bad spot because no matter what, both turns I have a pretty good position where I can just click the spread move here, but you know, there's not a whole lot with this. This is why I led aggressively. Now, what he can do is protect the Calyrex, and then maybe potentially live with the Amoongus and click Spore something. But even then, it's always like a bit of a 50-50 call on his end. So I'm going with the spread move here. There's no switch in that he has for this that wants to take this switch. This is why Calyrex and Ogre is very good together. You know, this kind of thing. So there's the protect on the Calyrex. So this is I think he's going for Spore here with the Amoongus, because why would you Rage Powder here? So from this damage, when I saw it from the Calyrex, I knew based on how much damage the Amoongus took, it was going to be close. See, that's very close. See, that makes me want to, like, you know, maybe consider the Ice Beam in that play, but I wasn't sure if Ice Beam would potentially KO, so I wanted to just go for the Water Spout. So the Amoongus does live, and he does go for Spore, but he spores the wrong slot, actually. He spores the Ogre. If I'm my opponent, you know, I'm not really worried about Ogre. I have a Zekrom in the back that can deal with the Ogre. I'm worried about the Calyrex. I'm worried about the thing that's going to be, you know, clicking the super effective Astral Barrage against my own Calyrex. So I don't know why he slept the Ogre there. Because now the Calyrex can just click Astral Barrage again, and we can pick up the Amoongus here, and we are Sash. So now I am thinking at this point, you know, if he does go for Trick Room, I can flip it. But I still want to be aggressive with the Calyrex here. I don't care about the Ogre being slept, because again, you know, I want to like force his hand a little bit. I want to keep putting pressure with this Calyrex, even if he, you know, gets his policy going and then he gets his Trick Room up. It doesn't matter. I have Incineroar in the back anyway, and I can always stall it in the end, and then just finish the game with Kartana. So he does switch out the Amoongus, so he doesn't want my Calyrex to get the boost. Goes into the Comfey here, so not a lot of damage here. The Comfey will live this. I know this because, you know, it's a neutral hit. And at this point, I don't know if he's policy yet. I'm about to find out. See, that's so much damage, right? Even if Trick Room goes up, do you really want to Dynamax the Calyrex here? And he does go for Trick Room. So now, as of this moment, right, I did not see the weakness policy go off, and that is Leftovers Comfey. Right? I have no idea why he's running Leftovers, but let's say the policy goes off on the Calyrex. Now he did not have it, but if he did and he got his Trick Room up, that's okay, because I can always get an Incineroar, bring him back to +1. Now the Comfey, it could have Helping Hand, but again, you know, at that health, you risk losing to the Ogre if I can wake up right now. And, you know, the Comfey could even heal the Calyrex, but again, the Ogre is still sitting here, so he kind of has to like bank that the Ogre stays asleep, and, you know, that's kind of what you have to do. You have to live and die by the sleep. But, you know, again, he can't afford not to double up the Calyrex because I do have a Sash. So if he goes for the heal on the Calyrex, he just loses, because then the Calyrex just goes for Astral Barrage and I pick up both KOs and the game is over, right? But if he decides to Dynamax the Calyrex and then go for maybe a Quake and then heal his Calyrex, again, I have the Sash, I'll be okay, and then I still kill anyway. So I think he has to double up here, and again, remember, we have Incineroar in the back, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to preserve the Calyrex, stall out his Trick Room, and go into the Incineroar here, just to give myself a little bit more time against the Trick Room mode here. So I can't click it yet. You know, I was thinking about, do I want to flip the Trick Room, but it's not worth it, because I know he wants to break my Sash in the end, or he should be leaning towards doing that. You know, I was still thinking, like, do you want to heal? Do you want a Helping Hand? I figured he probably wants to break the Sash. And Ogre, you know, I just have to pray that we wake up here. You know, again, if we don't, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. We just have to, you know, play the game a little bit longer if we don't wake up. All right, so Incineroar comes in, but because he's not weakness policy, this is -1 now instead of +1. I have no idea what his item is at this moment, so he does go for the kiss play. He breaks my sash. Well, would have been my sash, but here's the lance. This is gonna do like 20 damage, like nothing. So swapping Incineroar was the right play, and you can see the laughable damage that Calyrex does once you Intimidate spam it. And my Ogre, just by luck, it does wake up the 1-turn sleep, and we killed the Calyrex and we killed the Comfey. And he has an Amoongus with like 10 health. So at this point, the game is pretty much over. Now, granted, he does have the Zekrom in the back for the Ogre, but we have Kartana, which ignores the Amoongus. So all we really have to do is just, you know, finish off Trick Room, and Kartana can win the game from here. So there's Zekrom. All right, and again, I don't know if it's special or physical as of this moment. I don't think it matters. And here's the Amoongus, right? So now here's the thing with this position, right? So I'm going to be making the mid-ground play. Now, because I have my Incineroar in, I have the option for Fake Out. I can Fake Out the Amoongus and then put pressure on with the Ogre. I don't think he kills the Ogre here, but what I want to do is, because he has no switch in left, I want to neutralize this Zekrom a little bit more, right? I don't really care about the Amoongus so much. Even if I leave it alone, and even if he clicks Spore again, it doesn't matter because there's no offensive pressure being applied by the Amoongus, and I just really want to neutralize the Zekrom Dynamax and stall it, so this way Kartana can come in the back with my own Dynamax and finish the game. So and remember, there is still Trick Room up, so I know my Incineroar is going to be faster than this Zekrom. And the Amoongus, again, the Amoongus can go first. It can click Spore, but you can only Spore one target. And again, if you Spore the Incineroar, sure, then I don't get my parting shot off on the Zekrom. That's okay. But then you leave the Ogre alive. And Zekrom has no policy activated as of this moment. And my Ogre is pretty much almost full health here. And if you don't protect here on your Amoongus, then I just pick it up. And even if you kill my Ogre, it doesn't matter. Kartana just wins the game in the end as of this moment. So both plays, either way. And he can always protect the Amoongus against my Fake Out. But again, I'm trying to force his redirection here. So I'm just going to click the parting shot on the Zekrom just in case he doesn't sleep the Incineroar. And I'm just going to click an attacking move on the Ogre. Again, forcing his hand a little bit. If he sleeps the Ogre, I get the parting shot off. If he sleeps the Incin, I pick up the Amoongus and we'll trade with the Kyogre, and then I bring in Kartana, and you know I finish things off there. Or I bring in the Calyrex and stall a Trick Room a little bit more because I have Sash. So I thought about Ice Beam, but I remembered he is a policy Zekrom, so I don't want to activate that. I just want to stall the Dynamax and neutralize him as much as possible. All right, so he's going with the Dynamax Zekrom here. This is fine. Again, the Amoongus has 3 options: protect, sleep the Ogre, or sleep the Instant. I tried to cover both options. I don't care about faking out the Amoongus. It doesn't apply any pressure here. I'm trying to force him to pick a target to Spore. And he goes with the worst option and he clicks protect. So I get to do both things. So parting shot. So now the Zekrom is -1, which is great. And I go back and I realize again, my win con is the Kartana, not really the Calyrex. So I'll give him the Calyrex here if he wants it. It doesn't matter because Kartana can't be slept because Kartana is a grass type. So I want to play for that endgame. And again, if he was going to Spore something, it should have been, or if he was going to do something, it should have been a Spore into one of the 2 targets. Protect, I believe, is the worst of the 3 turns, or the 3 moves he could have done. So there's Whirlwind. Again, that doesn't matter. He can't click Lightning, right? Remember that, because if he clicks Lightning, then he can't click Spore. And then that really neutralizes the Amoongus. So we'll deal a little bit of chip damage onto the Zekrom here with the Water Spout. So that's pretty good chip. Alright, not a whole lot. It doesn't really matter. And the Amoongus gets a little bit more recovery with his Black Sludge. Now, again, I just want to put more pressure with the Calyrex. I don't want to protect here. You know, just in case I get this read wrong. It doesn't really matter if he kills the Calyrex. But I'm forcing him to target it, right? Because by forcing him to target it, it frees up an attack slot into the Ogre. That means he doesn't double into the Ogre, which is what I want. I just want to pick up the Amoongus. Like, no matter what happens here, I just want to pick up the Amoongus. He can kill one, maybe even both targets, but as long as I get the Amoongus here, that's all that matters, because Kartana and or Incineroar just comes in the back and finishes the job. Alright. Again, I still don't know if he's physical or special yet. He has not revealed Max Quake or anything like that. It's just been Max Dragon. So the Amoongus goes for the Spore, so he goes into that one. Now, if he's going to do this, right, this is where I think he severely misplayed, right? So if he sleeps the Calyrex here, he goes for Darkness. Okay, so first of all, confirmed he is physical, because that's probably Crunch. If you're going to kill something, go for the Ogre. Like, click the Ogre slot, because that's what's putting pressure, not the Calyrex. You slept the Calyrex. Like, what is the point of sleeping the Calyrex if you're just going to kill it anyway, right? You know, so I would have just killed the Ogre and slept the Calyrex if you were going to do that. And then, but in the end, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter, because Kartana comes in from the back, and then we just pivot our Incineroar and just keep, you know, making him -1. But at least, you know, give yourself a little bit of a chance, because now you just have no chance. All right, so now again, there's still another turn of Trick Room. I just checked to make sure, right? See, there's still a turn of Trick Room. So another parting shot, just to make him -3. All right. Actually, he's already intimidated again, right? So I clicked parting shot once, then I intimidated him, and now this is parting shot. Now he's -3. Okay, and what? So back I go, and I can give him the Kartana here, and even with the crit, then if he goes with the Kartana and crits me, it doesn't matter. Then I just max the Ogre, right? And then his max is gone, and then I should be okay. So max Lightning, so now he targets the Ogre, but because he's -3, my Kyogre lives. So now I could have gone for Origin Pulse, but then that could miss, right? And even if Water Spout doesn't do as much damage as it will right here, it's still single target, and I still have a Mystic Water. It doesn't matter. So any chip damage is good on the Zekrom. Again, just so that Kartana has more leeway to finish the job here. But again, it's over at this point. So now I just, you know, I click Knuckle, and then I can neutralize the Zekrom even more, make it -4. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna, you know, skip all the fancy animations and stuff. So I switch in the Incin. All right, and let me just, yep, there's the Intimidate. Here's Dynamax. We know what's happening. All right, here's Big Kartana. Okay, and yeah, I mean, at this point, he probably wants to go for the Ogre, but even then, it's fine. So there's an Elko. Not enough to kill the Zekrom, doesn't matter. The point is, you know, I played it safe. I just made him -4, so like no matter what, it's fine. There's the Fusion Bolt. Let's see how much this does on Incineroar. It should do like maybe 10 damage on 39. Okay, that's pretty good damage there. All right, about 40 in terrain, might I add. But yeah, at this point, Incin and Kartana are +1. And again, this is what I mean, right? I was playing for that Kartana endgame and just wanted to deal a bunch of damage early with the Ogre, Calyrex, and stuff. So it was a very passive team. He had 4 support Pokemon and 2 damage dealers, and both of them just get Intimidate spammed anyway. So I don't know about that. I feel like if you're going to put Zekrom on like this, at least make it special. But again, I was still cycling parting shots under Trick Room, and that's the advantage of Incineroar against teams like this. So you saw, right, I'm a very hyper offensive team, but this is how you play against Trick Room. You leverage your Incineroar, okay? And then even if you don't have the capability of doing it, or if the game situation doesn't have it, you just click Imprison or Trick Room on the Calyrex, and you would have been fine anyway. But I saw what I saw in Team Preview. If I just dealt a lot of damage early with the Ogre and the Calyrex, he can't catch up, and Kartana just finishes the job from there, which is what I did. So hopefully you liked the analytical point of view when we did a battle like this. Let me know if you want to see more like this, stuff like this. But yeah, in the next 2 battles, my audio is back, so it'll be live commentary. All right, so let's go into the second and third battles. All right, this time it's a Tailwind team, an HO team. Okay, and he has Palkia. That probably has Trick Room too. Okay, and there's a Cinderace. Why? Okay, Incin does look interesting here. He does have a Palkia though. Kartana also looks pretty good, except for the Incin, but Kartana looks really, really nice in the end game. Honestly, like Indeedee and Calyrex look pretty good. I'm sorry, Eleki Calyrex looks pretty good. Because we deal a bunch of damage early, and then Kartana just kind of wins the game. I mean, I know he's got a Whimsicott, but like, yeah, whatever. Okay. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I think these two are really good. Yeah, we have to bring this. Alright, do we bring Ogre? I think we should. The question is how. Do I want Incin? Incin's always good. Because we have Fake Out. There's an Indeedee. There's a Zacian. I think this is it. Alright, Ogre, you're on the bench. Okay. Alright, Robert, what do we got? Alright, Whimsicott Zacian. Alright, that's fine, I think. Again, what's stopping Electro Web and Astro Barrage? Like, what's stopping Kartana from sweeping here? That's what I want to know. I mean, yeah, honestly, like, Astro Barrage and E-Webs. Tell me how you stop it. Your Tailwind? You have Tailwind. I know that. There's your Tailwind. Okay. I don't think you pick up a Lecky from here. Okay, there's a Behemoth Blade. I don't think... We have some bulk on our Lecky here. I don't think this picks up. Oh, he went into the Calyrex. Alright, well then. Alright, there's my Sash. Alright, here's the E-Webs. This is going to do good damage here because we are Life Orb. Ooh, this might actually pick up. Depends on your Zacian bulk. I think it lives. I think it barely actually lives. Alright, there's the Astral. Alright, let's see. Alright, well... Is that 1 HP Whimsicott? Oh my god. Jesus. Ah. And I know you're... Does he just double up here? What do you have? Okay. How did that Whimsicott live? Are you insane? Okay. So it's a +1 Zacian, right? My lucky... How do I want to do this? I think I'll just protect this time. And I'll just do it like this. I think it has to be like this. Alright, Calyrex protects. Let's see if he gets greedy. Ah, he got greedy. Alright, so then here's the E-Webs. Alright, so we deny the Calyrex the boost, which I'm sure he's very much happy about, but I take 2 Pokemon here, so I can't be that sad in the grand scheme of things. So there's that. Now it depends on what he has in the back here. Is there a redirection with the Palkia? Alright, there's Palkia. And there's Indeedee. It is a redirection. Okay. That's not good, because if he clicks Trick Room, that's definitely not the best of things. I might have to max the Electro here. No, let's keep pushing for the Kartana endgame. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold up. I have an idea. Okay. He needs the Trick Room, right? He definitely needs it. He has to click Follow Me. There's no way he doesn't. So here's what we do. This is the... Oh, we can even Imprison. No. How do you want to do this? Does he just attack with the Indeedee, right? That's the question. I could just Imprison though. And deal a bunch of damage on the Indeedee. Alright, we'll do it like this. I'll force you to redirect. And I'll force you to click Trick Room. He didn't click Trick. God dang it. Okay. Alright. If he kills the Calyrex, I'm happy then. Because then we have a Kartana in the back. Alright. He protected. Oh, Jesus. Please go for the Calyrex. Please go for the Calyrex. Alright. Parahacks at least. No Parahacks. Alright, come on, go for Calyrex. Quake. Calyrex. Calyrex. Okay, good, okay. Alright. Alright, so these special defenses are not going to do a whole lot here. Alright, Incin does not actually help me here. So what I can do is kill the Indeedee now, and then let Kartana finish the game against a Palkia here. Again, I don't care about Fake Out. I just need to remove the Indeedee. And he did get that special defense boost. Alright, so throw chop here. Now the only way I get screwed is if he double protects. So I just have to do it like this. I need the Indeedee off the board, so this way Kartana has free reign against that Palkia here. Okay, that's fine. That's you do that. Alright. So Thunderbolt Lucky, gonna do some good damage. It's bulky. I don't know if this is enough. Oh wait. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, that's correct. That's actually correct. Okay. Alright, oh, that's right, he had Tailwind. Okay, but he's still slower than my Alecki. Now he has to just click Follow Me, right? And then he just clicks another Wormwind. I might have to max the Alecki then. But he just quakes and then I lose. So I don't think that's the play. I think what I need is to force him to click the Follow Me. And just all out Thunderbolt. And I know he has the Wormwind play, but I need to make it a 2-on-1. And I would imagine Indeedee might even protect here. Or he just goes for Helping Hand. We do have the AV. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Especially if he goes for Helping Hand. But I will have Grassy Terrain next turn. Alright, so here's Kartana. Dynamax yet again. This is going to be close. It all depends on what this Indeedee wants to do. He does another Helping Hand. Alright. Alright, Alecki. Pure Thunderbolt damage. It's going to be close. Alright, that's still good damage. Overgrowth. Alright. Good damage. I will have Terrain next turn. No Expanding Force. He might have to go Wormwind now. Oh, he just goes for Quake. Okay. Oh, that's not the play. Okay. Again, because the Indeedee is so low, now we have this play of and now we're getting Overgrowth Recovery. Alright. Alright, and now Palkia is small. Now, he could Trick Room, which would be very, very bad. But again, we're just forcing him to click these Follow Me plays. Like, we need to make it a 2-on-1. He can't beat both. At this range, he cannot beat both. He has to click that Follow Me button. Helping Hand will not help him here. Okay, there's the Follow Me. Okay, the Quake boost does nothing for him, so he should have clicked Wormwind that time. Because then he might have a chance of living Kartana stuff. Alright, because now Even if he clicks Trick Room here. Alright, now Kartana's +1. So now that helps Kartana a lot. Because now Leaf Blade just KOs. Alright, so let's see. Oh, he just goes for another Earth Power. Yeah, we lived that. The only way he was going to win that is if he crits. Even if he crits, I think Aleki still cleans up. Because then he doesn't click Trick Room, and then he doesn't get the speed control. So, Kartana, again, is able to pick this up. Alright, thanks to some early game pressure from Calyrex and Aleki. Yeah, he just never got rid of the Aleki. So now we just click this, and the game is over. GG's. Oh, he's going to let us finish it up. Oh, Palkia protects. Alright, well, I mean. So that means no Trick Room, right? Really? Unless you have both Trick Room and Protect? I don't think that's the play. If you're going to run Protect, then no Trick Room. You could run both, but then, like, that means you give up the Water move, right? Because we saw Max Wormwind, we see Protect. If you have Trick Room, we saw the Ground move, right? So that means no Water move? I don't know. Xerneas. And a Raichu. Why is there a Raichu on? Oh, for the Zard? I mean, got a Groudon, man. Okay, but he only has, oh, he has Rillaboom. Okay, that's annoying. Aleki can't come. Kartana looks good against a lot of what he has. The problem is the Raichu. And there is the Grimmsnarl play. Honestly, he's forced to lead Rillaboom here, right? Because what if or he does have Zard as well. Like, what about Aleki and Kyogre? But it's hard to bring Aleki here, right? It's because of the thing. And there's a Raichu. How do I want to do this? I have to try and get faster than him. I think Tornadus. Tonogre might be the play. Dang, against a Raichu though? It's not good. Alright, we'll do it like this. Calyrex. Cart? No Incin doesn't feel good here, but Cart feels good. It's just the Raichu actually is annoying. Because it stops my Aleki and Ogre a little bit. Alright. I did not bring any speed control with me. I don't think so. He has to bring the Raichu. Rillaboom Grimmsnarl. Okay, respecting the Ogre lead. Okay. Alright, I have an idea. I have one play and one play only. One play and one play only. It's that thing in the back. Yep. Okay. Does have Fake Out. Does have Grassy Glide. He did give me the boost already. I'll Protect first. Or I could even Air Stream the Rillaboom and get rid of it. And make Kartana faster. Is this actually the play? I'm doing it. I am 100% doing this play. This is content. I don't know if this is the best play, but I'm doing it. Cause he has to pressure the Ogre, right? And then he just clicks something like Light Screen, then maybe next turn click Reflect. Let's see what happens. Okay, Fake Out there. Alright, that's cool. Did you click Light Screen? Click Light Screen. Okay. So your Rillaboom might live. Alright, here's the Airstream. Rillaboom's special defense isn't that great. Wow, it actually just barely lives. Good job, Grimmsnarl. You did well. Alright, now he probably clicks Reflect. But honestly, what's in the back? Is there anything here that wants to take a Hailstorm? Not a whole lot. Is it Zard? Then Kartana's pretty fast now. So what I can do is, I guess I can Airstream again. And then just get rid of the Grim. No, he has to switch this, right? He has to. He can't let it punish. Then we're gonna go here. And then just click Leaf Blade. See what he does. Might even just click Reflect. Yeah, he has to switch to Rillaboom. This might even be something like Zard or something. Groudon, okay. I could have Hailstormed that slot. Now, is this Reflect? Yeah, it is Reflect. Okay. What if I click Reflect in the Rillaboom slot? I could have just KO'd the Groudon here. Oh, this should be more than enough. Alright, I don't need to click Airstream anymore. Alright, come on, Kartana. Leaf Blade. Get +1. Nice. Alright, +1 cart. Okay, now is it Zard coming in? That's the next question. Because now your Groudon's under pressure. And I have the speed control, and I still have one more turn of max. I have the Ogre in the back anyway. It is Zard, okay. Alright, now what I can do is remove the weather on Groudon here. And then, even if he removes the cart, I can always bring in Ogre. But then he just brings in Rillaboom, right? What did I bring? I brought Calyrex. Okay. So there's that. I did bring Calyrex. Let's get rid of the Dawn. I'll get rid of the Dawn. And then Leaf Blade here. This covers the Rillaboom swap. Okay. Rillaboom? Come on. Nice. Rillaboom. Which also means Kartana's Leaf Blade isn't going to be doing a whole lot, but that's okay, because now we have the weather control in the end anyway. But then the Zard has more speed. Let's see if he goes for Airstream here. Alright, there's the Hailstorm. We'll take away the Zard's Sun at least. Okay, and then what we can do is just bring in Ogre, click Tailwind, and then Water Spout, and the game is over. Alright, so Kartana did a lot here. This is a +1 Kartana, by the way. Oh wow, that did absolutely nothing. It's quad resisted. Alright, there's the Airstream. Where did you go? You went into Kartana. Okay, that's fine. We actually do live, though, which is actually kind of funny. So even if Groudon comes in now, it's fine because we can click Tailwind now, and then Ogre just finishes the game along with Calyrex, right? Yeah, we're fine. He gave me the Rillaboom. That was a mistake, but we pinned that slot no matter what. So yeah, there's the Dawn. Okay. All right. So now we have all the speed control in the world, right? Because he only has 2 Mons left. Again, we have Grassy Terrain. Now we just click Tailwind. And if that Groudon is Assault Vest, I'm sorry, this is where Protect really comes in handy. Now we just click Leaf Blade, and that's it. Even if he kills Kartana here and protects Groudon, it doesn't matter. Because then Kyogre and Calyrex just finishes the job in the back. Yeah, no Protect. This is dead. This is a +1. Oh, wow. Holy cow. What? Excuse me? Okay. Oh, he went for Tornadus. Oh, I didn't think that was correct. Okay. Is this Fire Punch? P-Blaze. That could have missed. But that's his best play. Okay. Groudon lived +1 Kartana in the... Wait, it lived +1 Kartana even with super effective terrain. I was not -1, was I? Holy cow. Alright, well. Okay. So Calyrex should be able to do the job here. Along with Kyogre. Okay. Alright, we change the weather. And we click the funny button. That is one bulky Groudon. How did he live Kartana? Alright, anyway. Let me just check. He only clicked Airstream once, right? Oh, that's why. He had the Reflect up. Okay, he only clicked Airstream once, so we still outspeed. So we just click this, and we click the Spout button. I don't think that Groudon has any kind of Protect. Alright, Astral Barrage. Goodbye, Groudon. Alright, so now it's a 2-on-1, so that's good. Now Calyrex is +1, which is good. And Kyogre just cleans things up. Okay, nice. Yeah, sometimes I forget my opponent's Grimmsnarl screens. Kartana did all the heavy lifting here. Calyrex and Kyogre just clean up from the back. Alright, and there's our rental code for our Ghostfish team, as I like to call it. And, you know, when I put Kartana on the team, I knew it would be like a really strong option. I didn't think it would be this good in all our battles. I think it just like carried the team for the most part. But then again, the other members did their part. Tornadus gave good speed control. Reggie and Calyrex, they also gave good offensive pressure in the beginning of games, especially against that Whimsicott Zacian lead. We were able to out pressure them and outspeed them in the end. The Ogre did Ogre things. It does what it needs to. I think we left it behind one game. And then, Incineroar, especially in the Calyrex Ice games, is really, really useful. But also, it's just meant to like add a little bit of a control element to the team, so that we're not just like completely click tail button, click funny button, and then the game is over, right? We still need to use a brain cell every now and then, and Incineroar allows us to do that. Gives us good positioning with Parting Shot as well, excuse me. So yeah, give this one a go. Let me know how you do. It's one of the easier teams to pilot, I would say, if you're trying to pick something up with a Calyrex Ogre squad. And we'll be back with the next team. Peace out.